Brazil, a land of exciting differences, lively and captivating. It has an energy that's hard to describe. From the busy streets of Rio to the calm Amazon River, this huge South American country is full of surprises. It's a mix of cultures, like a colorful blanket woven with traditions from native people, European settlers, and African rhythms. It's a place where the old ways meet the new, creating a mix of cultures that's as exciting as it is inspiring. But Brazil's beauty is more than just its culture. It's a country with amazing natural wonders. The Amazon, a giant green forest full of life. Iguazu Falls, a powerful display of nature. The Pantanal, a huge wetland where wild animals live. Each part of Brazil is like a chapter in an exciting book, each one more interesting than the last. Get ready to be amazed by how big and diverse this special country is. Brazil isn't just a place you visit, it's a place you experience. Whether you're dancing the samba all night in Rio, hiking through the Amazon rainforest, or relaxing on Copacabana Beach, Brazil offers exciting things that you'll remember long after you leave. It's a country that makes you feel alive, excites your senses, and changes you forever. Imagine yourself drinking caipirinhas as the sun sets, making the Christ the Redeemer statue glow. Picture yourself walking the old streets of Salvador with its historic buildings telling stories of the past. Imagine seeing the huge Iguazu Falls, a true wonder of nature. These are just a few of the many amazing things you can do in this magical country. Brazil's beaches are beautiful, but this amazing country has much more to offer than just sun, sand, and waves. Explore beyond the usual tourist spots, and you'll find hidden treasures and exciting adventures. Discover the charming old town of Ouro Preto. Learn about the history of Salvador's Pelourinho district, or check out the colorful street art in São Paulo. From the snowy mountains of Serra da Canastra National Park to the strange landscapes of Lençóis Maranhenses National Park, Brazil's natural wonders are as diverse as its people. See amazing wildlife in the Pantanal, like jaguars, giant anteaters, and lots of colorful birds. Brazil is a country for people who are curious, adventurous, and open to new things. So pack your bags, get ready for adventure, and prepare for an unforgettable trip through the heart of Brazil. Rio de Janeiro. The name makes you think of sunny beaches, samba music, and a happy, carefree feeling. Rio is a city nestled between green mountains and the blue Atlantic Ocean, and it's a city that excites your senses. This is a city full of passion, from the excited soccer fans to the catchy samba music on the streets. When you see the famous Christ the Redeemer statue, with its arms open wide, you can't help but feel amazed. Standing on top of Corcovado Mountain, this huge statue is more than just a religious symbol. It's a symbol of hope, a symbol of Rio de Janeiro's spirit. Take the tram or hike through the Tijuca forest to get to the top. The views of the city, the sparkling Guanabara Bay, and the long beaches are amazing. From Corcovado, you'll see another famous landmark, Sugarloaf Mountain. Rising high above Guanabara Bay, Sugarloaf Mountain also has stunning views of the city. Take a cable car to the top, going over the rainforest and seeing hidden waterfalls. You can't go to Rio without visiting Copacabana Beach. This famous stretch of golden sand is more than just a beach. It's a place where you can see life in all its exciting forms. Even when Carnival is over, the party never really stops on Copacabana. People play soccer, relax in the sun, and vendors sell everything from fresh coconut water to amazing sandcastles. As the sun sets, painting the beach in warm colors, the city's rhythm changes. Couples walk along the beach, their shadows long against the colorful sky. Musicians play music, their melodies mixing with the sound of the waves. The smell of grilled seafood comes from restaurants along the beach, making you want to stay longer. Find a table at a cafe, order a caipirinha, and enjoy the magic of a Rio evening. But Copacabana is more than just a beautiful beach. Behind the beach are interesting neighborhoods, each with its own special character. Explore the fancy shops and art galleries of Ipanema, or discover the relaxed atmosphere of Santa Teresa with its winding streets and colorful old houses. Just a short walk from Copacabana, past the big Arpoador rock, is Ipanema, Rio's glamorous neighbor. If Copacabana is the party animal, Ipanema is the stylish friend. Here, you'll find designer stores, fancy restaurants, and some of the most expensive homes in South America. But don't let the fancy things fool you. Ipanema still has a relaxed feeling that's hard to resist. Ipanema Beach is beautiful. The sand is soft, the water is inviting, but the atmosphere is more relaxed. Instead of volleyball, people play foot volley, a Brazilian sport that mixes soccer and volleyball. Surfers ride the waves and people relax on colorful towels enjoying the sun. Leaving the exciting city of Rio, we go to the heart of Brazil, where the city turns into a giant green maze, the Amazon rainforest. It's more than just a forest, it's a living thing, a world of its own. The air is humid and filled with the smells of flowers, the earthy scents of the forest. Sunlight comes through the trees, creating patterns of light and shadow on the ground. Here, the modern world disappears, replaced by the sounds of nature. The city noise is gone, replaced by the sound of leaves, monkeys chattering, and birds singing. The Amazon is a place that excites all your senses, where every step brings a new surprise. Huge trees, bigger around than cars, reach for the sky, covered in vines and plants. The Amazon River, a huge waterway, flows through the jungle, its waters full of amazing creatures. Pink dolphins swim and play with giant otters and caimans. This is a place of wild natural beauty, a place that shows the power of nature. Exploring the Amazon isn't easy. It's a trip that requires respect, humility, and a sense of adventure. Hire a local guide, someone who knows the forest well, who can show you the hidden trails and explain the secrets of the jungle. Go deep into the jungle, where you'll see animals found nowhere else on Earth. The Amazon is full of life, with more kinds of plants and animals than anywhere else in the world. Colorful macaws and parrots fly through the trees, their bright feathers standing out against the green leaves. Monkeys swing from branch to branch, their calls echoing through the forest. Sloths hang from trees, moving very slowly. But be careful, the Amazon also has dangerous animals. Jaguars, the top hunters of the jungle, stalk their prey. Anacondas, huge snakes that can swallow animals whole, hide in the water. Poison dart frogs, with their bright warning colors, hop on the forest floor. The Amazon isn't just a wild place. It's home to native people who have lived in harmony with the forest for hundreds of years. These are the real protectors of the Amazon, their knowledge passed down through generations. Visit a local village, learn about their lives, their traditions, their connection to nature. Listen to their stories, their songs, their warnings. They understand the delicate balance of this ecosystem, how all living things are connected. They know that the future of the Amazon is connected to our own future. Support sustainable tourism that helps these communities, that protects their culture and their way of life. Choose eco-lodges that are gentle on the environment. Respect the rules of the forest, leave nothing behind. The Amazon isn't ours to control, but ours to care for and protect for future generations. Salvador. The name itself sounds exciting, a vibrant energy that you can feel in Bahia, Brazil. This is a city where the streets seem to dance, a place where history, culture, and rhythm come together in a colorful and exciting way. Forget the beaches for a moment, even though they are beautiful. In Salvador, the real excitement is in the Pelourinho, a UNESCO World Heritage Site and a living reminder of Brazil's colonial past. Imagine walking through narrow cobblestone streets lined with pastel-colored buildings, their balconies decorated with ironwork. The air is filled with the sound of drums, reminding you of the city's African heritage. The smell of akaraje, a delicious street food made with black-eyed peas and shrimp, comes from food stalls. Here in the heart of Salvador, you'll find the true spirit of Brazil, a mix of African, European, and indigenous cultures. This is a city that celebrates life in all its forms, a place where music and dance are not just entertainment, but important ways of expressing yourself. Salvador is a city of differences, where the religious and the everyday mix together peacefully. Churches, decorated with carvings and gold details, show the city's strong Catholic faith. Go inside the São Francisco Church, a beautiful example of Portuguese Baroque architecture, and be amazed by its shiny gold interior. But Salvador's spirituality is more than just its churches. This is a city where Candomblé, an Afro-Brazilian religion, is practiced alongside Catholicism. Its rituals and beliefs are part of everyday life. Watch a Candomblé ceremony, a fascinating mix of music, dance, and spiritual experiences, and you'll start to understand Salvador's rich culture. Don't be afraid to get lost in the streets of Pelourinho. Go into a local bar, order a caipirinha, and let the music move you. Talk to a local, even if you don't speak Portuguese. A smile and a willingness to connect are all you need to experience the friendliness of the people in Bahia. Salvador is a huge party during Carnival, the city's most famous festival. For 6 days and nights, the streets become one giant celebration, full of color, music and dance. But Salvador has many other cultural events throughout the year. You can experience the Bomba Moiboy, a traditional folk performance about a magical ox, or watch Capoeira Rodas, where people show off their acrobatic moves and rhythmic skills in this Afro-Brazilian martial art. If you love food, Salvador is a great place to be. From street food like acarajé to fancy restaurants with modern versions of traditional dishes, there's something for everyone. Try moqueca, a seafood stew cooked in coconut milk and dende oil, a classic Bahian dish. Forget small waterfalls and quiet streams. Iguazu Falls is a powerful display of nature's strength. Imagine a wall of water, taller than the Statue of Liberty, wider than Victoria Falls, so strong that it creates a constant mist and a rainbow in the air. This is Iguazu, on the border of Brazil and Argentina, a truly amazing natural wonder. You haven't heard a real roar until you've stood in front of this waterfall. The ground shakes, and the water crashes down. 275 separate waterfalls, each one unique, pour into the gorge below. The air is filled with spray, and the smell of the earth and plants, a nice break from the tropical heat. Walk on the walkways over the falls, feel the spray on your face. Take a boat ride to the bottom of the falls. Feel the power of the water. If you're brave, you can even take a helicopter ride over the falls for an incredible view. But Iguazu is more than just the waterfalls. It's the surrounding rainforest, a vibrant green world full of life. Monkeys chatter in the trees, their calls echoing through the air. Toucans with their big beaks and bright feathers fly through the forest. Butterflies, in all colors of the rainbow, fly around in the sunlight. Walk the trails, breathe in the fresh air and the smell of orchids. Watch out for coatis, those raccoon-like animals, always looking for food. Look up and you might see a sloth hanging from a tree, moving very slowly. And if you're lucky, at sunset, you might see the bird park come alive. Macaws, parrots and parakeets, their colors bright against the darkening sky, fly back to their nests, their calls filling the air. From the loud Iguazu Falls, we travel west to a place where water meets the sky, where the land seems to breathe. The Pantanal, the world's largest tropical wetland, stretches across Brazil, Bolivia and Paraguay, a place where wild animals thrive. Forget safaris in jeeps. Here, You explore on horseback, by boat, or on foot. This is a land of quiet beauty where the sky goes on forever. Reflected in the vast water, the air is filled with the sounds of birds. Caimans hide in the shallow water. Capybaras, the world's biggest rodents, eat grass on the riverbanks, their babies playing around them. But the Pantanal's most special animal is the jaguar. This powerful cat, more often heard than seen, rules this watery world. Hire a local guide who knows how to track these amazing animals and go on an unforgettable adventure. The Pantanal is a perfect place for photographers and bird watchers. Hyacinth macaws with their bright blue feathers sit on branches, their calls echoing across the water. Jabiru storks, standing in the shallow water, hunt for fish. And if you're lucky, you might see a giant river otter swimming smoothly through the water. So there you have it, a small taste of what awaits you in this huge country. From the beaches of Rio, where the samba music plays, to the Amazon rainforest, a world of green. We've climbed mountains to see Christ the Redeemer, felt the spray of Iguazu Falls, and looked for jaguars in the Pantanal. And we've only seen a small part of Brazil. It's a country that's hard to describe. It's a land of opposites, where busy cities and peaceful nature exist together, where old traditions meet modern ways. It's a place where nature is amazing, from the snowy Andes Mountains to the vast Pantanal wetlands. But Brazil is more than just tourist spots. It's the friendly people, the happy laughter you hear in the streets, the smell of feijoada cooking. It's the rhythm that gets into your heart, the music that moves your soul, the feeling of celebration that's everywhere. Go beyond the typical tourist pictures. Explore the back streets of Salvador, shop in a busy market, talk to a local while drinking Brazilian coffee. Let Brazil surprise you, challenge you, change you. There's a Portuguese word, a word that's hard to translate into English. It's a feeling of longing, a bittersweet nostalgia for a place, a time, a feeling that's gone but not forgotten. It's the feeling you'll have after you leave Brazil, a feeling that calls you back. So what are you waiting for? Come to Brazil, pack your bags, leave your expectations behind, and get ready for an adventure you'll never forget. This is a country that will excite you, challenge you, and change you forever. This is Brazil, and it's waiting for you.